every breath we take, you're falling.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming with the new Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint. This is the newest complexion product from Fenty Beauty, I believe. It came out like a few months ago. I finally got my hands on it, / finally am in Auckland and not in Melbourne to be able to film with it. So yeah, I do my usual swatch comparisons where I swatch the foundation next to some high-end and low-end foundations. So if you guys want to know what this looks like on me / also see the swatches and see me putting this on, then keep watching. I have the Fenty Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint in the shade 12. My goodness, been trying to get my hands on this for a while. Sephora and Soar sold out of the shade, so I wasn't able to shade match myself. So I just went online and did the whole find my shade online. Shade 12 was apparently my match based on other shades that I wear, based on shades I wear in other foundations. So we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna do my usual style of review where I swatch it next to a handful of high-end foundations and I guess more affordable alternatives as well. So you'll be able to hopefully match your shade with all of these swatches. Oof, this is looking good. I'm a fan. She's a little more, I don't know if I want to say dark or like a peachier shade than I would have liked, but that's okay. It says light to medium coverage for all skin tones, blends and blurs, tints imperfection, light as air. Because it's quite a light foundation / they're calling it a skin tint, then I feel like it might be quite forgiving. We'll swatch it next to Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. Have a review on this. I really like this shade match. So yeah, as you can tell, next to the 290, it's looking a lot different. I'm wondering if it might have been like a shade 11, but I kind of got the one that I thought was a good match, but also would be yellow undertones. And then my current favorite is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Foundation. Big fan of this one at the moment. You guys hear that in the background? There's like cars racing around. I'll do the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation in the shade 335W. Did I upload this video? I filmed a review with this one. I don't know if it's gone live. I'll work on that one. I'll do this one first and then that one can go up afterwards. So as you can see, this one's a bit quite different. And I will keep an open mind. Okay, next up we have Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade Cashew. This is a great match too. Also, if you're wondering, in MAC Studio Fix, I'm an NC Studio Fix Fluid. I'm an NC 40. I however can't wear that foundation because my skin breaks out. So if you've seen my previous swatch videos and you've seen me swatch a NYX, I think it was in my Fenty Beauty video and I just had like a red patch left over when I took it off. Oh, this is a NARS Sheer Glow in the shade Syracuse. No, wait, Syracuse. I keep calling it Syracuse. Okay, and lastly, we've got the Hourglass Stick Foundation in the shade Golden. This is also a fudge, one I quite like. I'm getting foundation everywhere. Those are all the shades. The shade 12 is the darkest out of all of the high-end shades I've swatched. Questionable, but we'll still keep an open mind. I might be a shade lighter. I'll take this all off and do the drugstore swatch. So I'll grab more of that skin tint. Next up, I'll do the ColourPop No Filter Foundation in the shade Medium Dark 120. And then the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation in Tawny M4. Next, we have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation in the shade 06 Sand Beige. Ooh, it's not looking good, is it? I think that one started to separate a little. Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is the dewy one in the shade Golden Beige. FYI, I have filmed a review on this, so I need to go live with it at some point. Dang, she looks really light next to the other one. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's getting, that one got darker. I don't know, is it just me? And then I've also got the Photo Focus Foundation, the original one in the shade Caramel. This one's a bit dark for me. I think I'm golden beige in it, but it's just what I picked up. Okay, so those are all the foundation shades. Actually, I'm just using this the whole time anyway. I can hear my computer fan turning on. Okay, so we'll just get into it. I need a mirror. Oh fudge, it was a bit red here, wasn't it? What was that one? Who knows? I think maybe it's a little rough with my face. Ooh, that looks quite natural. So it's not a big difference from natural skin. Like you can still see I've got redness on the side. Obviously the side I haven't put anything on. But you can see my skin underneath. Oh my gosh, I did that. It feels very light, very natural, just like a thin layer. Doesn't really feel like I've got anything on besides the fact that I just put some on. So I'm just going to add some more where I've got the redness because I think that was just like one of the swatches. Yeah, I'll just add a teensy bit more. Surprisingly, it's not too terrible, right? Like it looks okay, I think. Yeah, you can still see like my blemishes and stuff peeking through. It wasn't that great at hiding that swatch that I did, but I reckon it's pretty good. So then I'll go ahead and do the other side. The side I'm going to go in with a brush. This is just like a dress up brush. I guess it's less kind of glowy and dewy with the brush, but I'm just going to go in and add a little bit more just to even it out based on like how much we put on the other side. I always have to get my ears. This is the brush side. This is the Beauty Blender side. This side kind of looks more glowy. Still got the swatch. But actually not a terrible, like it's just like teensy bit dark. We can probably fix it with like color corrector, not color corrector. I'll stick around for a minute and just do, maybe I'll put on some concealer. So I'll use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Concealer in the shade 290. Actually, I usually put this one on top, hold on. First I go in with like a Maybelline concealer just because the shade of this one is more peachy. I can probably make this foundation shade work because I can just choose a lighter concealer and I'll go in with the Fenty. I'll just do this and then I'll set my face and then I'll go do the rest of my makeup. And the reason why I'm using two concealers is one, because of the color. The Fenty one, I think it's too light for my under eyes just on its own, and then you can still see like the hollow grayness underneath. So yeah, I pair it with one that's like a little bit, has more of a like pink tint to it, to the undertone I guess, or is a bit full tone. So yeah, because this foundation is a little bit smidge darker, I can kind of play around with it and get like, go in with a lighter concealer. And then I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty, what is this called? Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Setting Powder. Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Banana. And this one is just a Morphe E53 brush. That's the foundation on. I'm gonna go do the rest of my face makeup. By the way, in terms of time, it is currently 4:17 p.m. She's a bit late, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and I'll come back and show you guys an update. But currently it's looking a smidge dark, but I don't need to use color corrector, I don't think, thankfully. So yeah, ignore this bit because it's still kind of reacting there. Not from the foundation, I think it was from one of the other swatches that I did. But yeah, so not a terrible shade match, but I think she's a smidge dark, but we'll see once I've done the rest of my face. So yeah, I will do my makeup and I'll be back for a little check-in. So I'm back. I have all of my makeup on. Maybe it's because I haven't color corrected, but all I can see is on my fingers I've got like eyeliner and stuff all over them. But all I can see is like how ashy this kind of area looks just because I haven't color corrected. The rest of it I think is okay. Wait, let me just blend this side in a bit. pretty much used somewhat Fenty products. I've got the Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Banana. For my contour, I used the Matchsticks Trio in the shade Mocha. I'm learning to love this product. Blush was Art Deco in the shade 07. Yeah, bronzer was the NYX Matte Bronzer in the shade Medium. Lashes were Model Rock Lashes in New York Muse, and I just kind of snipped the ends off. But yeah, I mean, it's looking okay. It's not as dark as I had initially thought. Like, it looks okay on camera. If anything, I feel like I look kind of pale. It's probably just this area because it's not color corrected. Also, it is currently 5:18 p.m. so it took me about an hour, so I've only been wearing this for an hour. Given that I put this on for like so late, I think maybe I'll only wear it for maybe until like 9. I'll come do a check-in at 9 and then take it off, so that'll be on for 5 hours. Ideally, I'd like to do 8, but because it's going to get too late and I have to wake up for gym tomorrow, so we'll just cap it at 9. That's what it looks like. In terms of how it feels, like, it just feels very light, yet I do have coverage on my face. I don't know. I look kind of, I think maybe it's my camera making me look a little bit lighter than I actually am. But yeah, so I do so far like it. It feels quite lightweight. It doesn't really feel like you're wearing much, but I do have a evened out complexion. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I boiled some eggs as a snack, so I'm gonna go eat those and then eat my other snack because I gotta hit a certain amount of protein in a day because I'm following a meal plan and workout challenge. So yeah, I'll come back and do a check-in at 9 p.m. to show you guys what it looks like. I would take a photo of this outdoors, but it's currently like the sun has set, like it's dark outside, and I am a silly goose. I need to plan to do these sooner, but yeah, maybe I'll go color correct. Anyways, I'll be back. I came back for a few minutes just to show you guys that I have color corrected. I added the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Orange Corrector, and I just added a little bit more of the Fenty foundation back on, and this looks a lot better. I don't know if you can tell. Anyways, so I thought I'd show you guys what that looks like, and yeah, I'll be back and I'll show you guys an update at 9 p.m. Okay, so I'm back and it is currently 9 p.m. Well, to be precise, 9:18 p.m. So I've had this makeup on / this foundation on for a total of 5 hours, I believe. I think it was like around 4 that I first came on. It actually still looks good, but keep in mind, I have only had it on for 5 hours. I do have dry skin, and majority of my makeup I see kind of, like I see it, like more of it kind of wearing or showing its like wear time or wearing down time, like around my mouth. I've got like the smile lines and the creases, which is quite normal. It's just, yeah, it is what it is. Other than that, everything else looks good. Like the skin still looks really nice. My skin isn't really the best at the moment. It's just like slight little breakouts and pimples and stuff. So it's okay. It's not great, but it's alright. Yeah, but so far so good. I do really like this. The shade actually ended up matching decently well. Not sure how that happened because at first it was looking like it was a little bit dark. However, especially since I went in with some color corrector, that could also be why it's creasing, but usually I get creasing from like every foundation around my mouth. As I did color correct on top and then I put a little bit more of the fun skin tint on over just because I couldn't deal with how ashy it was and I had to film another video. So far so good. It's 32 mils, so that's the same as the Fenty Pro Filt'r foundation, I believe. This is also 32 mils, so actually you get the same amount. This is glass and it's heavier, so you feel like you're getting more. Sneaky. It's very slim. You can just slide her into your makeup bag. And yeah, complexion wise, do really like it. I like how it turned out, how it's sitting on the skin. It's very light. Kind of reminds me of the Hydrating foundation, but it's a little bit thinner, like not too thin where you feel like it's just like a tinted moisturizer, but you still get coverage from it, if you know what I mean. You could still see my skin peeping through, and I did apply a little bit more over here because I had some redness in some situations, but I also did put on like quite a bit of concealer, so that could also be, you know, reason behind it. But if you're after something that's like lightweight, that you can still feel like you see your skin underneath, might be like a everyday, I don't know if you wear foundation every day. I personally don't, but if one does, then it could be like your everyday foundation, or maybe like one that you wear if you've got an event to go to, but you want something that's not too heavy and you don't feel like you're wearing a lot. Like I think this would be a really good one. So yeah, surprised by the match, because when I first took it out I was like, this can't be my shade because it was looking way too dark in the swatches. But yeah, do really like it. I'll be interested to see how I feel about this moving forward, like the more I use it, because my go-to foundation is the Pro Filt'r, which is also 32ml Hydrating Longwear foundation. Probably between these two, maybe my preferred packaging. Oh, it'd be tough. Like this would have been fine had it just not been like a squeeze tube, this pump, because it's weird that like you can squeeze it, but you just pump this side. So maybe this one, which is cute and she's unique. I don't know. They're both not bad. If you guys have tried it, then leave your reviews down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about it. Are we the same shade? Because I know I have a lot of people on here that are following me and say that we're shade sisters. So if you're one of my shade sisters, then let me know down below. And yeah, also lip color I'm wearing is, where did she go? HudaBeauty's Liquid Matte Lipstick in her Majesty. And I filmed a little lip swatch video for this as well. So expect to see that soon. Is that focusing? That's the end of the video. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys have any requests, then please leave them down in the comments. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone. This is just gonna have to do. Okay, so dang it. My lights die. I think one of my lights died. That's okay. I can breathe after this makeup tutorial, or like this review, because she does not look like she's having a good time. Ah, fudge, I got on my pants. Dang it.